The reason why I started this podcast was I needed a place, a platform for me to voice these types of things out. I needed my own platform to draw in people who actually believe like this, who are of like mind. They are high achieving professionals. They have great jobs. They are successful on paper, but they are miserable on the inside. They're living this life of quiet misery. And I have broken out of that because I have found what it is that I really want to do and I am working towards it every single day. Every single day, I am working towards it. And I'm here to call you out of your own shadows because it is time for you to work on it. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. I don't care when it is you're listening to this thing. You're probably maybe driving to work right now or planning what you're going to tell your so and so coworker or whatever. You are occupying your brain with things that don't need to be there. You need to replace those things, all these petty things that you allow to take up your brain space. What so and so said at work, how this person talked to me on Slack, blah, 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 how this person. Don't concern yourself with all of that. When you start to solve higher quality problems like, oh, I need to get 5 new clients for my business this month, you will not care whether negative Nelly on your team said this and this about you. You will not care about any of the microaggressions that you see at work because you just be like, you know what? It's okay. I am working on something greater, right? Other things, other frustrations that have brought me to this point are things like this. Number one, having to take time off, having to ask somebody for permission so that I can do just regular life admin. When you're your own boss, you don't need to explain yourself so much. You just need to arrange your life, work with your assistants and all of that to make sure that things are taken care of. You don't need to miss special moments with your family. If your family is coming to visit you from out of town, you don't need to ask someone, oh, please, is it okay if I spend just one day with my family? And then you get that one day or a couple of days and then the weekend. But guess what? You are an adult. You probably have a family. You need to take care of them. Life goes on. So you actually need more time because you need time to actually do your regular stuff. And you need time to actually spend time with your family. And then you need time to just rest and just be, right? How long do you want to take permission for to do life? How long do you want to count? Okay, how many sick days do I have? Okay, and then you'll be doing mental gymnastics. Okay, if I do my holiday around this Labor Day weekend, then I can take these other 2 days off and I can do this one. Okay, but I'll keep this other day so that when I want to go out again, when I want to go off again in November, what is that? What is that? Let me tell you the alternative. The alternative is you're your own boss. You control your own schedule. And because you're a high performer, you know how important it is to actually take breaks throughout the year. Every 3 months, you go on some kind of vacation. I don't care if it's a staycation. Just change your environment, go somewhere. But when you are working for Mr. and Mrs. Corporates, how are you ever going to do that? Right? You plan your entire life around work. Everything is around work, is around the important events of work. What is that? The purpose of life is to live. It is not to work. Working a job is one of the things that we get to do. It is a privilege. We get to do it so we can earn a certain level of living. It is not our reason for existence. Even when you're doing something that is in your calling, that's exactly the God vision for your life and all of that, that is not the only thing that you're created to do. The purpose of life is very simple. You simply live. When was the last time you actually took a walk outside and noticed the trees? Notice the color of the flowers, notice the sky. Because no, guess what? You are like this on the phone all the time. And even if you're not on the phone, you are so stressed out. You're thinking about what is next, this, that, you're carrying all these tasks on your head. So you don't even have time to actually enjoy. When was the last time you went on vacation and you were truly on vacation? I mean, really and truly. Like you were really in it. You had time to unplug. You didn't take your laptop with you. And maybe if you had to do that because, maybe the travel days sort of overlapped with time at work or whatever, you didn't open it while you're on vacation. Like you had a true vacation and you really unplugged. When was the last time you did that? When was the last time where you were working and it didn't even feel like work? And you came out of a meeting, of a Zoom call or an in-person event for work, for what you do for work, and you just felt like so alive. And you felt like, oh my gosh, this is charging me up. I feel so alive right now. When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you sat to have dinner with your family? No phones, no screens, because you don't have Slack from office or work on your phone where you're trying to respond to someone because, oh my gosh, they need you for this important meeting with the CEO tomorrow. And God forbid that you're not there to respond. Nonsense. Let me tell you something. If you die today, they will replace you like that. In fact, I have noticed that the people who die are the ones that get replaced so quickly. Oh my gosh. It makes you think like, wow. So after all of that, let me give you an example. There was a deck that I owned. I created the deck. And unfortunately, one of the people in that deck where we used her picture, she passed away suddenly. I think this lady was in her 40s or something. It was very sudden. And the first thing, I didn't even get an email from the company, not yet, because they hadn't gotten around to it. But it was very important because this document is customer facing and it's a live document. So the first thing that they needed to do was to remove the woman's picture. That, my friends, is how fungible you are. So all these sacrifices that you are making, not really living life, not fully being present with your family during dinner time or during special moments because, oh my gosh, I gotta be focused on work. It is all for nothing. It is all for nothing if it is not what you are called to do. And that is why you are still listening to this point. You know you're made for something greater. You know that your vision cannot fit in a pitch deck. You know that all the plans that you have, they cannot fit in a stupid Excel model. You know that all the money that you want to make in this world, you haven't even modeled it for your clients yet. Because even your clients, they haven't seen it. You know that the stuff that you are so good at, the level of success that you imagine for yourself, that you know that you can get to, you will get to the point where you can hire your boss's boss's boss. You will hire him or her. Imagine that though. I mean, let's just sit on that one. And you are here counting sick days, counting your time off. Who are you? What are you doing? What are you actually doing? That is another reason why I am so done. So done